As we go along, be sure to keep an eye on your team's overall rating. Ideally, of course, it should be trending upward as the draft process goes along. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine the rush of them two when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2, then it's off to a school.
Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some? And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
Colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kids. They will chop you down.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming.
Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention.
Seed oil, linen, joy to the poison, voice to the resin, capture a map of a gesture, back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure, redo that, move that inward, zinc light lightning shoots from his fingers, studio strewn with a.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position?
Reads is warm and alive, routine day with a dirt cheap rush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched.
These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need?
I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die, eating up his.
And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Count your rings, just to count your rings an hour.
Curious as to how you did? Check it out here on the draft summary. And with that, you've just wrapped up putting together your very first draft champion squad. From here, you can modify your lineup if you'd like, or if you're ready to go, feel free to jump right into game number 1.
Oh, my Lord, the light.
bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Along with Charles Davis here in the booth, we are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They go play action here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First carry for Jonathan Stewart. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jonathan Stewart, 14 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. They'll try and sneak it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Taken right around the 44. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Okay,
under pressure, they got him again. Darryl Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what?
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Again, it's Stewart on 2nd and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defend. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the...
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet. Trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too high to come back down. We don't think, we don't plan, we stay as long as we can. As long as we can. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 40.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me, who you? If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement.